Good news, everyone. Dr. Anthony Fauci announcing he will be stepping down in December. Hopefully, he will be stepping into a courtroom and being charged with mass murder, but we shall see, won't we? Now, Dr. Anthony Fauci has announced he will leave his current position with the federal government in December. Fauci currently serves as the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and chief of the NIAID laboratory in the not today, Satan, as well as the chief medical advisor for President Joe fucking Biden. It has been an honor and of a lifetime to have led the NIAID in an extraordinary institution for so many years. And through so many scientific and public health challenges, I'm very proud of our many accomplishments, Fauci said in a statement released by the NIAID. I have worked with and learned from countless talented, dedicated people in my own laboratory and at the NIH and beyond. To them, I express my abiding respect and gratitude. Fauci said that he will not be retiring and instead intends to pursue the next phase of his career and advance science of the public health to inspire the mentor, the great generation of scientific leaders as they help prepare the world to face future infectious disease threats. What has he got planned, I wonder? We shall see. Thanks to the power of science, which he is the science. Remember, I am the science. The investments in research and innovation. What happens when the science stops doing science? Is there science anymore? The world has been able to fight deadly diseases and help save lives around the globe, Fauci said. I am proud to have been part of this important work and look forward to helping to continue to do so in the future. Now, just remember all those poor little beagles that he had their faces eaten whilst they were alive, laying there and could feel everything. Wonder if he gets an award for that one. Fauci has led the NIAID since 1984 and has worked under 7 presidents and crafted the nation's response to a number of serious threats, including AIDS, Ebola, Zika, and most recently, COVID-19. Yeah, how'd you go with the AIDS epidemic, Fauci? You didn't, cause a whole bunch of panic and everything, did you? Fauci told the Washington Post that the past 2.5 years has been some of the most difficult of his career, due in part the intense attention his public statements received in the divisive state of national politics. It was one of the most important challenges we have had to face, and I believe my team and let history be the judge of that. Oh, history will be the judge of that, and there will be a judge, and you will be judged accordingly. They have made a major contribution, Fauci said. We didn't do it alone, but we played a major role in the development of vaccines that have now saved millions of lives. Have they, though? Really? Because, first of all, you said that vaccines are... You're going to get the vaccines out to everyone and you won't get COVID. You won't get COVID when you get a vaccine. That's what they said. Then that changed to, oh, well, you'll get it, but you'll feel a lot better. And it was only going to be 1 jab. Then it turned into 2. Then it turned into 3. Then that turned into 4+. And it's just never ending. Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson have never made this much money before. Thanks to Fauci. Thank you, Fauci, for that. I'm sure their pay packets increased over the last couple of years because of him. In July, Fauci told Politico he planned to retire at the end of President Joe Biden's term. He denied the report the day after its publication. Yeah. So, this little fucking gremlin... Hopefully he will see the inside of a jail cell, but I doubt it. The elite seem to get away with it. But I have noticed trending lately is they have started to turn on the vaccine a bit in the news. There's been a couple of stories where they're questioning side effects of it, where they're questioning the legality of forcing it onto people the way they did all over the world, in Australia, in New Zealand even. There's protests going on at the moment in New Zealand against that dictator bitch there. You're not getting any coverage of that, obviously, because, you know, you wouldn't want to be seen as not being liked by your mass amount of fans over there, Jacinda. Now, Fauci, I don't even know if they would use him as a scapegoat and pin everything on him, but they seem to be starting to blame everything on Trump. Like, there's a 10% rise in fatalities around the world from everything. So, heart disease, deaths in general, it's 10% rise. Now, whether that's got something to do with the vaccines or not, we will see, I suppose, or just being locked down in your home, you know, having your immune system suppressed, suicide, things like that. It's all up 10%. And they're trying to start to blame Trump now because they know that if they blame Trump in 2022, they can start pushing that narrative in 2024 when he's running. 2023, so on. So I would not be surprised if they come out and start throwing old Anthony the Science Fauci under the bus and they start blaming anything wrong with the vaccine on Trump because, yes, he pushed for it to come out. He was at Operation Warp Speed. He pushed for that. He still thinks the vaccine's a good thing. And they're going to start blaming any and all negative effects on him because the Biden administration or the Democratic administration could not take any blame. They won't take any blame for anything. So they'll push it onto Trump. Over the next 6 to 12 months, they'll start pushing it harder and harder and possibly could win the election if they push it hard enough and if they get it in right. Like, if they blame any side effects on Trump, well, he made you get it. He's the president who was in charge and locked down everything. It's like, no, he actively tried to open everything up. I mean, you look at Florida. They demonized DeSantis because he was keeping shit open mostly, not completely. But once he found out, like, the severity of the situation wasn't as bad as they made out to be, then he opened things up and let people have their freedoms and live their lives. And then you look at somewhere like New York, California, anywhere else, probably besides Texas, maybe Georgia or something like that. It was shut down, locked in your house. They had police driving around the streets of Chicago, I believe, shooting people who were out after dark with rubber bullets and pepper balls. Our country, Australia, we just decided apparently we're going to build concentration camps, but, you know, whatever. They're going to start blaming shit on Trump. They're going to start blaming that on Trump. Anything that goes wrong when it comes out that the vaccines could have possibly hurt all these people, and not just that, like the lockdowns, all that shit hurt people. They're going to push that agenda and blame Trump for it. They won't take any responsibility for themselves, and it could very well win them the election. But we will see. We will see if he ever, Anthony Fauci, ever sees an inside of a jail cell. I doubt it. He could probably be Epsteined. Might have a bad reaction to one of his buddies' vaccines or drugs. You never know. But we'll see. Over the next couple of years, 6 months even, I'd put money on him starting to blame Trump for the vaccine side effects and the lockdown side effects and the, you know, overall economic downturn that we've had because of COVID. Anything bad about COVID, they will blame on Trump. Anything good, they will push Biden and whoever else they can't run him again, surely, but whoever they're going to run in the next election. You see it. It'll end up happening. Thanks for watching our video. Please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel here at Crossing the Line, and I'll see you guys next time.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.